Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to Blueprints. It's day 91. All of a sudden, we are way ahead in terms of days. And this is episode number 74. I hope you're having an excellent day. Welcome back to Blueprints. Things should look a little bit different today based on the fact that we have changed our draft pool a decent amount. Kind of not as much as I would have liked, to be honest. I think Conservatory has been a bit of a bummer just in terms of how rare it is to find. I'm not upset. I'm not regretting it. But I learned something about the process, which was that it was not as, clean as I would have liked. But we start today with the key card. We have 46 coins, 2 diamonds. Let's go see what we get for an outer room, because it's been forever since I've drafted one. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff I would hope for here. Classroom, tomb, shelter is nice. I mean, all three of those are great. Maybe today is the day. Maybe today's the day we try schoolhouse. Let's do it. I've been meaning to do a classroom run for a long time, and I think the classroom 8 puzzle is sort of looming over my head. The classroom 8 worksheet is something that I've been meaning to do for a very long time within a timely manner. So let's see if we can't draft all 8 classrooms today. There are a couple references to Mrs. Peterson here, which I am paying extra attention to names right now because names might be the access to archival access, might be the archival access code. So let me very quickly check something, which is that in one of the classrooms, there is a note about, and I want to see if classroom 2, if Peterson, it just says Hannah. Professor Charity. So do we imagine that... Okay, I'm kind of cooking a little bit here. Maybe. Do we imagine that this letter is written by... Professor L. Charity? I'm not sure. I don't think we know who wrote it. But we do know that it is a person who is retiring. Mrs. Peterson will be my reluctant successor. If we know from this piece of paper that Peterson is the last name, and we assume that from this piece of paper, Hannah is the first name, we could try a new name in the grotto. P-E-T-E-H. Or something like that. You could also try C-H-A-R-L. Actually, that's two names we could try. I'm gonna write that down, and we'll go over there and try it real quick because why not, right? That's that costs basically nothing in just a couple footsteps. And then why I mean, there's something going on with that classroom paper I just showed you. Let's think about this from a puzzle design perspective. The pieces of paper I just read inside of Schoolhouse, those might be world building pieces of paper. The speech itself. However, there is a reference at the bottom. Please remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. That points us towards some sort of item, gift, etc. Absolutely. So then the question becomes, so I think it's more than lore at that point. The question then becomes, the piece of paper inside of Classroom that I just showed on screen, that's referencing a specific book or at least some information that we should be able to get. I think combining those two is not a crazy idea. Why is that screen not lit up, by the way? I think every other screen is lit up. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. I have that open on my computer. That's the Photoshop document I open every single time. Is that I-I-O-O with no gaps? I space I-O-O with no gaps. Okay. That's not good because that doesn't line up. That'd be here. Oh no. What does this mean? Uh-oh. Does that mean I fucked up? Uh-oh. What the fuck? Is there anything else in here? Why is this screen off? That's what I was wondering. I think every other screen in this room is lit up. How did I miss this? Is there anything else in here? I-I-O-O. There's actually a couple missing servers right there, which is also a little conspicuous. Oh my god, this letter puzzle remains one of the real mysteries for me. Oh boy, okay, we're gonna come back to this in 2 seconds. We're gonna come back to it in 2 seconds. I need to try this other stuff before I forget. I don't know what the letter puzzle might... I have a lot of ideas about what it could do, but none that I feel particularly confident in. And I'm just waiting for a couple more signs to help me figure it out. Let's try Pete H. Okay. Let's try Char. Oh, no. Char L. Dang it. Could be that some of these are shorter. Could be that some of them are longer. Damn. All right, well, we tried them. Son of a bitch. This is the... Okay, so now to solve this, I need to not solve it, but to double check my work here. Something might be wrong with my letter puzzle, which is a big problem. So this is grotto note. We need to check all of my notes to see where it is that I found clues to the letter puzzle, as I'm calling it. One of them was under 100% in the cloister, which I think is the one that includes this X, right? There's chess room, there's cloister, castle. Are those bigger spaces? Those are probably bigger spaces. No? Because, oh no, this is confusing. Is this ETT? Is there supposed to be a space in between these? CIX. ETT. The thing about ETT is that I'm 99% sure. Let's double check it. This is working because I'm 99% sure. ETT is one of these. Nope. Where is it? Nope. Where have I seen ETT before? I swear to God I've seen it. Oh, where have I seen it? Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Was it on... Is it just mean east? Is it on the map? The Etsy, right? The Ortsy? Etsy? That's the wrong button. Oh my god, I have too many windows open on my fucking computer. No, that's Edgec. Damn it. Insy? Oh no. Etsphere! Yeah! We did it. Okay, there it is. There it's right at the top in big fucking letters. Okay, we're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. So this puzzle's in Erasion. This puzzle's in Erasion. I have too many windows open on my computer. It's already a very successful day on the Blueprints recording. Okay, so I'm 99% sure what we do here is we switch these. But here's the problem. Where did that... We need to double check our work here. So we have cloister, letters on statues. This would work. ETT, if we put it like T, right? I can't move that, so it's going to be a little funky. IIOO is currently correct from the grotto note. Then the cloister letters on statue. Let's just double check, right? Is there enough space? Not that one. I think we have to assume that's correct. That's the wrong thing. So then I feel like there's one. Is there one other place we've gotten some clues on this? No, it's just this. It's just the kennel drawing. It's just the kennel drawing. I think we are meant to assume that this is one row over. It just makes too much sense. It would look really ugly if not. Is there any other place we have any note about this? One of the things that is on my mind right now, by the way, is this the correct? Yeah, right here. Joel points dreams. What does that mean? Joel points dreams? Let's see here. So we did just find a very weird looking note last time. This is the thing that points us towards that. Oh my god, where is it? I'm scrolling. Now that's something interesting. Hold up. There's no way, okay, there's no way anything like this where vertical and no. I was thinking they have like vertical and horizontal columns. The eighth angel. Oh, I didn't know we'd already solved this puzzle. The eighth angel points to our dreams? What does that mean? The eighth angel points to our dreams. I think that probably is a tomb thing. This is the beauty of puzzle games, man. The beauty of the way that the human brain works and the way that puzzles work. It's what makes I just have to talk about this real quick because I'm obsessed with it. How long is this episode so far? 13 minutes. In the last 13 minutes, so much has changed for me personally. And here's why this is both beautiful and hilarious. Trying to make YouTube content out of puzzle games is always so... It's an exercise in humility, an exercise in remembering how little control you actually have, an exercise in, frankly, like, letting go of the myth of linear progress. It's just amazing. Sometimes I sit down and I'm like, okay, I'm going to solve this today. And very, very often I find myself falling into that mental trap. And that doesn't work, like, most of the time. And the puzzlier a game is, that's the technical term, the less likely that works. But here we are, having sort of banged our head against a wall for a while on a couple things. And then all of a sudden, in the first 13 minutes of this video, sorry, I'm looking for something. Things have changed. Okay, what I'm looking for here, isn't one of these? Yeah, one of these had a, there it is, ID. Okay, so we should check this. ID, which is funny to have it on an I. Uh-oh. Do we assume that is here? I don't think we can. I think we have to assume it's here. We're still missing something, right? Where did we get these other letters? We're still missing something for sure. So far our clues are letter puzzle, cloister, letters on statue. That has an X. Not this. The other thing I was thinking of that we could check really quickly, which would be really... I don't think this is a solution, but we have to check everything here. Vertical letters, right? Nah, it doesn't work. Okay, so... something about this is still wrong. And that is... So we don't know how to reckon this yet. I thought because it was all the way to the right that it made sense to be in the right-hand corner. But I think it might actually be this. ID. Well, I'm not gonna speculate about what these words mean just yet because I am in the process. I want to double check that we have them in the right place before I start going down that road. So, am I crazy, or where did the X and the R come from? Huh. I have too many windows open on my PC. That's for sure. We have the letters on the statue. We have the cat drawing. We have the castle in the underground. And then... sorry, you can't see this, but I'm scrolling through my notes. And then what? Safe house chalkboard says something. I don't remember what. It says... we seek what's in the shade of truth. Nope. I'm so confused. And by that I mean I'm just pondering stuff. Okay, so in like the last run, we just discovered something that I want to look at again here, and I don't remember what I called it. There was a weird little drawing. Did it go in one of the... did I save it in the wrong place? Where did the weird little drawing come from? Oh boy, I'll have to find it later. I just got a... This is where it is. This is the other one. Okay, haha, the locker room note. Okay, 6 or O. So... get some stuff out of the way here. 6 or O. Okay, this still works. The D shifts over, but this still works. Okay, perfect. So in that case, we have... I'm guessing that this puzzle is 3. Now that I know what et is like sphere, is related on that map. TOR, I'm pretty sure I... let's check it against our list here. TOR, I feel like I've seen somewhere. Lore is word. Okay. There's 6. Tor, maybe lore, we're not sure. CIX, we're not sure. My guess is that this is that we're 2 letters away from solving this puzzle. But I'm not sure. Okay. We're going to save this, though. And then we're going to actually get this run started. Okay. I mean, a victory to start the day already. New information. 0 additions to the... archives, but no archival access. But we have classrooms. Let's see if we can get that working. To make that work, we need a butt ton of gems. We need a lot of gems. And we'll see how many classrooms we can draft today. Once we start drafting classrooms, we want to not stop. Let's see if we can get a final exam. If we can't, that's okay. Conservatory, we'll take it. Okay. So, what do we have here? Lost and Found, Terrace, and Office. Lost and Found is currently unusual. So, I know it fucks with my runs, but I like it. And I currently have the theory, in one of the last 2 episodes you saw it, that basically the more we use this, the more it might unearth items for us. How else would you explain that stuff is popping up on those shelves? Those shelves just look designed for stuff to pop up. I think we make it more common. It sucks because we lose items that matter to us. I don't love Terrace. And I don't think gyms is a big solve for us. Like, I don't think this solves a problem for us. So I think we make it probably rare. Office is currently standard. It's a free gym. No, it costs a gym. Damn it. It's a computer, which is not terrible. I'm also not sure that we don't have a puzzle left in this room. Just because things are a little weird in that room. But I think standard is kind of okay. If I ever want to solve the chess puzzle, we might want to keep it there. I don't know. I think that's probably okay. Okay, we need a lot of gems. Library is not a bad room to take in this, in a classroom run. Bedroom closet could give me some items. Good items. Running shoes are huge, especially early in the thing. There's no way we can make anything here. Need gyms. Dining room this early is fine. We'll come back to that. First classroom. I can't really do it because then I can't afford to draft again. I think we'll do break room here. With a chance to get a key. And I need to get whatchamacallit, trophy room as soon as possible. Okay. We have 2. Yes, I have to look at my cheat sheet every single time. It's just part of how it works. Times 2, 4. 12. Minus 7 is 5. Times 4 is 20. 2 times 1 is 2. Times 10 is 20. Times 2 is 40. Divided by 8 is 5. Not difficult at all. Let's go. Beautiful. Need something that goes left here. Damn it. We probably want storeroom, but it's such a dead end. It's such a dead end. Secret passage we could use to go green. Could use to go... Probably green for junctions. But then we're kind of broke if we have to use junctions. I need the gems, honestly. All right, well. We'll take storeroom. I will say one of the nice things about the last couple episodes of just like running around like crazy, getting a bunch of runs done, is it's just easy to restart a run if you need to, you know? Like if something goes badly, just restart. Okay. Classroom here, I could do a couple. So, would not be the worst thing in the world. I think we should try it. Our goal is to get 9 classrooms drafted in this run. There is nothing. I'm just scanning, as always. As always. I'm scanning, looking for anything that might be not new in the room, but new to my brain when filtered through the puzzles of other... When filtered through the other puzzles that are at the top of my mind. Okay, here we need to draft something that has a junction, and not those two. Damn it. Mechanarium, this run is dead. This run is dead. This ought to be fun. We have 1. Oh my god, this run is so dead. We can redraw. 7 locked doors. Oh my lord, what a weird run. This is what I get for fucking with my draft pool, I guess. We should go here. Technically, we could take classroom here. I mean, it's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Let's do it. We're out of gems. Would there be anywhere on the periodic table of elements? Is that the exact same font that they use on the letter on the cat drawing? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? No, not on the cat drawing. On something else. On the. Listen. My brain is a simple one. Is that E the same as that E? It is the same font. Absolutely. So in the lore, whoever made this periodic table of elements is also the person who wrote this clue on the wall. Now I'm just going to see that puzzle everywhere. Everywhere. Like, look at all these vertical things. Yeah. Why is it lined up L-E-E-L? I don't know. There is an L-E. O-M. I don't... It's not... It doesn't make sense. Okay, we're going to go on. Drawing room gives us a gem, but we don't have a gem. Den gives us a gem. Okay. We do really need to get to room 46 at some point because of those cuckoo clocks. I'm very interested after rereading a new clue. Here we should redraw. We could take classroom here, but I don't I think we need to redraw until we get attic or trophy room. Thank you very much. I think trophy room is basically our ideal here. Perfect. This room has nothing that I need. Okay. Let's go back to Great Hall. We have to use a couple keys to hopefully get out. Otherwise, this run is still cooked. Let's use the center one. We have a 2/3 chance of getting out of this run. Never mind, it's a 100% chance. Mailroom is a dead end. Hallway is great. I'm kind of nervous. If we get the 8th classroom, that means it's time to finally do the grunt work of figuring out the how to speak Arajan, how to read Arajan. Oh, this door was locked. Okay. We have not gotten security yet, by the way. Well, never mind. I was like, we need security so we can do both an experiment and the whatchamacallit? The keycard doors. C-cam. I'm just looking at everything with new eyes. Is anything a part of this puzzle? Okay, let's view the estate inventory. Couple fruits. A gem, a key, and 8 coins. Now, some of this could be Great Hall, for sure, right? For sure. I stepped into every classroom. Maybe some of it is Mechanarium. I don't know. I don't know. Great Hall, but I don't think Great Hall would have fruit, first off. We haven't spawned any fruit in. Where the fuck is fruit? Did I miss something on the shelf in conservatory? Okay, it's a question mark. It's a question mark. There's a gem and a key somewhere out there. It's very interesting. We're gonna have to start drafting, not right away, but we're gonna have to start drafting utility room, breaker room, utility room, at some point, because the Mechanarium may require it in order to get all of the doors open. In a special order, a shovel and set up an experiment. Isn't the like true beauty of puzzles for me at least, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, you can spread dirt on the driveway. For each bedroom you draft after your second or immediately. Okay, in terms of, sorry, I have a thought that I will finish in 2 seconds. In terms of effects, I don't want to add aquariums to today's draft pool. I don't want to lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. And so we will be picking spread dirt on the driveway. My assumption about that is that means that I can dig, like digging spots out on the driveway. But, which could be useful, but I don't have a shovel. What can I do to trigger that the most? While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, there's a chance that happens. I think I made drawing room. No, it's common. It's common, or it's either common or standard. One of the two. Let's try that. Let's try it. Seems good. So to me, one of the things that makes puzzles so. Puzzles make me feel alive. At their best, puzzles make me feel alive. They make me use my brain in as at the height of its very limited performance. Like, they make me use all of my brain. And nothing makes me feel as alive and as conscious as chasing down the tail of a puzzle that is if I'm a dog chasing a squirrel, the puzzle is just out of my reach, and I'm just like sprinting after it, trying to make connections as quickly as possible. But the problem is puzzles can't be 100% you're this close to getting it. Puzzles just require, like, being dumbfounded a little bit or being a little... I think Classroom here is actually kind of great because it triggers right into Foundation here, I think. It requires sometimes being a little lost, overwhelmed, stuck, frankly. These maps just have to be a bigger key than I give them credit for. They just have to be. $90, $58, $88. Rot. 46 is weird. 46 is weird. 8. Tor, rot. Those are backwards. Same letter backwards. This is that cursed Blackbridge box with the same symbols on it on the side of it. It's just these maps just have to have something going on with them that I'm not. Spiral of Stars. Mora, Finmora, Vea, Mamora, Daja, Iseclipse and Ineclipse. This is 100% the pendant, the moon pendant. This is one of the angels. This is another. Isles of Orsi. The 3 of Tides. There's a piece of fruit. The Devoted Circle. Seeker of Signs. Okay. I got nothing new. I'm enjoying looking at them, but I got nothing new in terms of thoughts. Maybe when I know more erosion. Hopefully we can make that soon. Can redraw 6 times here. This would be Classroom 5. I feel pretty good about this spot, and then I think we may... Or you might need some more keys, unfortunately. Okay, we're going to even look at the back of these, because we haven't done that before, I don't think. I can't actually reach the back of them all. Okay. Spelling incorrect. Do these... I think these papers are some of the ones that I have ignored the most. But I think that's just because it... By the time I got to this, it was a puzzle I had kind of already solved. Let's go... I think let's go... Let's go out here first. If we can do this door right here and draft classrooms, we might make it. We need keys, unfortunately. We need keys. Observatory here will give us the ability to redraw using stars if we want. And this is the dead end one, which I don't want. So we'll click off. Drexus is its name. And skip it. We need keys. Damn it, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Okay. This is a real big bummer. We can draft locksmith if we can just... God damn it. Oh, no. If that hallway room is locked, we may be in trouble. Because the only other key, I think, is behind a Great Hall door, if I had to guess. So I hope this door right here is unlocked. Oh, baby, it is. Okay. We need to be very careful about what we select here. Library would be fine. But I need... Oh, I need locksmith. Can't take classroom. Can't take study. Library is a little bit of a risk. Let's redraw once. Commissary could be good. It could have keys. Sometimes it does. Let's take that bet. Let's take that bet. Oh, that's even better. It's unlocked. Keys! Let's go! How many do I want here? Salt shaker is fine. Shovel is good. I think I want to buy shovel first. Probably another gem to get us closer. Probably another key. I have 18 coins left. One of each. Salt shaker just guarantees we get the amount of steps. Okay, we've completely bought out the shop. Amazing. Amazing. So there were dig spots. There's some in foundation. There was one in conservatory, and I don't know other than that. So, oh, furnace. Aquarium here is good. Not amazing, but good. It probably has a dig spot. It may have a gem or a key. Let's take it. And all we need to do at this point is draft one classroom without having to spend a lot of gems to get there. Drawing, this is good. Experiment successful. Now the key is we need to not pick it. The key is we can't pick it if we want this to continue to work. The problem with that is break room does get us more keys. I don't know if classroom would go the correct direction from here. I think it probably would. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try break room. This is an interesting run. I gotta say, I'm on the edge of my seat for this run. It's interesting. Classroom runs are some of my favorites. Truly some of my favorites. I don't know that I've ever seen a staff contract. We have an experiment that is very interesting to me. And we might get to classroom 8 or 9. Okay, 18. Minus 14 is 4. Times 1 is 4. Squared is 16. 1 times 5 is 5. Minus 1 is 4. Squared is 16. Divided by 16 is 1. 4. Sorry, negative 4. Plus 1 is negative 3, I think. Squared is 9. Divided by 9 is 1. I didn't even use my cheat sheet for that. Let's go. Let's go. Aren't you so impressed? Oh, boy. Okay. Classroom, classroom, classroom. Please face the right way. No. Library faces the right way, which is not bad for us. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, here's the question. Did I or did I not examine? I don't think I did. I don't think I examined it. We have one stamp to go. I found it, but I didn't examine it. Conservatory is now my favorite floor plan. That's funny. Yes, it is. No, it counts. It counts. It counts. It's here. Perfect. Now I just need to examine it with the actual magnifying glass because I still haven't looked at it closely. Let's go ahead and take a screenshot of this because I want to keep it up to date. Our stamp collection grows. I had a thought earlier, which I never finished, which was... Oh, sorry, that was my computer sound. Which was basically just like, oh, how laughable it is to try and create videos about your puzzle solving experience. It's just so funny. It's just so like what a absolutely failed from the get-go premise of a idea. Okay, so unfortunately currently we cannot really draft classroom from this position. It'll be a dead end. However, patio could let us keep going. It spreads a gym, which does nothing for me. It probably has a dig spot. Let's try it. Probably it has a gym. We make it back, and it has a metal detector. Even better. And it doesn't take a key. Let's go. Patio was the right call. I love the green rooms. I'm interested to see if we can get any more dirt spots on the driveway. Oh, speak of the devil. Did that trigger? I don't know if it did. I didn't see experiment successful up in the upper left. Chapel here is good. Successful triggers twice. Good. Perfect, perfect. Little money. The key here is we need to not run out of gems. Locksmith when I wanted you. Oh, lost and found is interesting. If I lose my shovel, I'm going to be pissed. If I lose my key card, I'm going to be pissed. If I lose my running shoes, I'm going to be pissed. But it's not until you enter. It's not supposedly until you enter. I could still run out of here and go to Foundation and draft from there and then come back. Plus, we can see it is watering can. I can't see if there's anything else on the shelves, but it is watering can and telescope. So, watering can gets us gems when we step into green rooms. Not particularly drastically important right now. I have 5 classrooms drafted. I only need 4 more. And telescope is only important if we draft planetarium, which I don't plan on doing because I kind of hate that room. At least for now. Let's go draft from Foundation. We can always come back here and fuck everything up later. Looking for dig spots. Metal detector just went off. Is it because of Great Hall? I think it's because of Great Hall. But now it won't go off. I swear metal detector is bugged. I think metal detector is kind of broken. And not in a good broken way. There it goes off. But that's not where it went off the first time. Okay. Let's go see. Dig some spots up in Foundation. Nothing of interest. An old shoe. We have 4 dig spots today. A brick. 4 dig spots. The gods have blessed us. Rena has smiled down upon us. All right, this should be locked. We only have 2 keys left. 1 key left. Kind of wishing I took... Ooh. Kind of wishing I took Locksmith at this point. Okay, classroom. This is the history classroom. Yep. History is penned by the victors. I feel like you kind of just have to watch this every time. Do you think every one of the 8 nations has a, like, angel associated with them? I think in the Inner Sanctum, on the postcards that I have seen, there have been, if I draft classroom from this direction, is it going to go south or is it going to go north? I think, I wish I knew for a fact that it had to go south here, because that would change what I'm doing. That would change what I'm doing drastically. It goes south. I probably should have known that. Freezer, by the way. Oh, it all comes down to this. Okay, we have 6 classrooms. This would be 7. It would allow me to draw 8, and then it would depend. The further you go, though, the harder it is to draft classrooms. Like, sorry, how do I phrase this? Classrooms become a smaller percentage of the draft pool the more you continue to draft them. So our 9th classroom will, sort of by definition, be the hardest one to find. And if I get classroom here, and then I try and get classroom in this final slot, that's 8 classrooms done with no ability to redraw to get the classroom for the other one. That said, I do have stars that I could just absolutely sacrifice to get it. I think we gotta try it. I think it's meant to be. I think the stars have told us that today is the day we solve classroom. Grade 7. Algebra. Math. The hard math. The very difficult math. Oh my god, I could kiss. I don't even know. I'm gonna kiss somebody. You guys can't. I don't even know if you guys can see this because YouTube compression and recording software compression and stuff means that it is very difficult to tell these tiny differences in shade, especially on like a dark green and black. Can I zoom in? XX. XX? You fuckers. I already know those. Fuck! Dang it. I already know those. Okay, well, we gotta save it anyways. This is, classroom 7 letters. Dang it. That's annoying. But it's confirmation, which is very good. Confirmation is very good. Do you think there's anything to this? There could be. There could be. Wait. This could be something, right? No. There's no way, right? Could this be a puzzle? Because they have the colors of math in terms of like addition, subtraction, multiplication. But this one has 2 variables, which I don't know how to do. 6 squared is 36, minus 6 is 30 squared. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's a puzzle. Okay, we need to get the 8th classroom here. And then still get a chance to get it in the other from Lost and Found. Music just completely cut out. This is not going well. This is what makes it hard. Oh, no. This is what makes it hard. No! I'm going to have to use floor plans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll need to use 1 or 2 stars here. I refuse to go below 50 stars. No. Oh, I'm watching so much hard work disappear in front of us. Okay, before we gamble this all away, what we have to come up with a strategy. What will make me stop going here? I think at this point, if I saw Freezer again, I would stop on Freezer. I think at this point, that's about it. I'm not going to go below 50 stars. I cannot believe this is happening. I thought for sure this one I would be able to draft, and then it would be the other one that I would go broke on. I mean, I think that's it. I think it's 50 stars. The problem is, hey, we did trigger the experiment. That's good. The problem is if I go to 50 stars and get it here, the odds that I get it on the other side are still very low. God damn it. I'm taking Locksmith here, and I'm getting out. I don't even have the money for Locksmith. That doesn't make sense. Fuck. One more. Come on. Furnace is not the thing that I'm most interested in finding here. It's Freezer, because Freezer's the one that's still hard to draw. The game's bugged. One last one. We got Freezer. We got Freezer. That's exciting. We got Freezer. So that's funny. Yikes. Fucking yikes. Well, that's going to set me back a lot, honestly. I'm not super worried because I do think we will probably eventually get some other experiments that raise our stars. Hopefully much higher. Before I go back this way, do I want to go out? Let's go out first. Might even be the way to go to... No, that's not going to work. Is this the quickest way? It's definitely the quickest way. Let's go out. Because we're on the foundation side of the room, and we need to go out and see the driveway. While we are down here, we could go to the thing we have been the underground room and take a look at that. The safe that's in the underground, and take a look at that if we wanted to. I have 46 footsteps. Let's take a second to think about this. I think my classroom dreams are basically gone. I think I am now just going to see if I can draft it randomly. But we might lose a bunch of valuable items as we go. So we need to use our items now or forever let them rest. I think that means we should go to the underground room now because we have running shoes. And running shoes will hopefully protect us some from the cost of running this direction. If we do this, we should also hit the lever for room 46, despite the fact that I don't know if we'll make it there. Yeah, this is a good strategy. This is a good strategy. I feel good about this. Because we have the cuckoo puzzle in there that I would like to get to. We have puzzles we'd still like to do here, but those are for another day. However, I want to reapproach this puzzle in this rotating room with one idea in mind, which is not an idea that I don't remember if I thought about this while I was last here. Fuck, I forgot I have to move the thing. Shit. These puzzles are best solved by something in the room. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. It's not always something in the room, but like, you know, kind of. Actually, is it always something in the room? I mean, Christmas shelter was weird. That's a different situation. December 8th for D8. Yeah, 4/15 for the small gates. April 15th. March of the count. 3/3. Drafting studio had the calendar. Yeah, so I think we should be able to do this if we... So, I needed to rotate this one to the, like, right. Like that? I think. The only thing I remember about this entire room is that 8 was the last... is one of the last letters on the padlock. It's the only thing I remember. It's shaped like Orinda. Wait, where is the thing again? It's over there. Okay. I did not remember that. I thought it was over in this thing. This is just a foreman's log. March 1st. This is the puzzle that we... Why is dock in all caps, but entry is lowercase and full drain is lowercase? This is that puzzle. Okay. So now we need to get it 3 more times. Hit the button 3 more times. Get to the lock. March 1st. The thing about 8 being the last number is that I have already seen a puzzle where 8 can be part of date. Well, or at least I thought it was part of date. 1, 2, 3. What are the other creative ways we can make a date out of these letters? I think the only number was the last slot. I may be wrong about that, though. This is... And first off, these are the only doors I can reach in this room, right? The only way I can rotate it is from downstairs. So we have to move from here, 3 over, or from here, 3 over. So I don't think any of the other doors can be anything. Unless you can walk along these. Does not appear so. That is our final found floor plan. We're pretty sure, too. Don't know what it is, though. 8. Do any of the others have letters? I think it's got to be 8. I think it could be... We date? I think it could be... like a fancy word for... Like, what's a word? What is a word that has D-A-T-E in it, but is not an actual, like, calendar date? Modate. Sodate. Bodate. Rotate. Is there a T? This is the rotating room. No, is there no T? That's so good. Rotate. That's not a date, unfortunately. That's not a date. But that's pretty good. Rotate. It's the rotating room. I mean, not exactly an amazing solution to this puzzle, but I liked it for a second. My brain got very excited. Railroad date. Could that be it? Date. I feel like this one needs to be a vowel. Radiate. Ladate. Pedate. To date. Today's date? Oh, God. I mean, that could be actually... No, none of this is, like, ringing true. It could be, like, erosion. Air date? Or date? Eat. Any... Oh, boy. Kate. Bait. Mate. The funny thing about 8 being on the end is that it just... It really makes things interesting. May 8. Is there an A here? That's a date. Is there an A? There is an A. Yo! What is May 8? May 8? That's a date. May 8? It's not a word? I thought it was a word. Oh, baby. We fucking cooking, though. We got it. Oh, my God. What does May 8th have to do with anything? What? May 8th? Okay. Okay, we got it. It does not end in D8. I have written down in my notes that it is ends in D8, question mark. It does not end in D8. Okay. Treasure trove. +5 coin for each time you have drafted treasure trove. What the fuck? I want to go in there just to loot around and hang out there. Oh my God, that's cool. Let's get it immediately. Turns out the oft-rumored treasure of Mount Holly was more than just a rumor. Cost 1 gem. Unusual. I want to go there immediately. I knew what we were looking at as soon as we uncovered the first spire. But it wasn't until the first floor plan was unearthed that most of the crew realized what ruins we were exhuming. The border was the same pitch as the sunless cavern we found it in, a dark-trimmed floor plan of ill-fated Orendia. We had found an authentic black print. The sooner we seal this site up, the better for us all. I think they're worried. These are called Foreman Log 102. Now, what is this? Letter the first. Okay. Letter the first. God, it's been a while since we've gotten a letter, and we don't really get that many of them, so... Let's take our time with this. May 8th. Dear Baron Sinclair, to begin, my name is Worth Laude. My father used to work for your father, the Right Honorable Baron Thomas Sinclair. Between the years of 1915 and 18, the former having died last month at the advanced old age of 89, may he sleep in soot and ash. He left behind his widow, 7 children, and 30-odd grandchildren. No Oxford comma. I write to you today, however, not to inform you of these family affairs of little consequence, but to tell you a little bit about my father. What the hell? I love this voice already. He lived his life. It's very proper, distant, cold. He lived his life towering above us in solemn silence, like many members of his and your father's generation. He never spoke of the work he did in the mountains of Reddington, or the famous estate in which he was stationed. He never spoke of the Baron. Not once. I tell you this only to relate that he never betrayed the confidence your father placed in him. Is this going to be the valet? The secrets he kept for your family he took with him underground. His elderly comrades and colleagues from his old... No, is it the foreman? A minor could potentially be a suspect, although we think that is not the case. His elderly comrades and colleagues from his old mining outfit proved, however, to be not nearly as discreet. Is that discreet spelled incorrectly and considered with their words? Or is all of YouTube comments going to yell at me about how discreet is spelled differently in British English? Would you look at that? Wait. Are these different words? Or is this some AI language bullshit that is AI overview is lying to me? Probably that. Merriam-Webster says discrete with separated E's means separate, while discrete with E's together means unobtrusive. Both words have the same etymology, which means to keep separate or to discern. I have used the wrong discrete for a lot of my life. In the 14th and 15th century, spelling was not fixed between these words, which meant that the word we know of as discrete with together E's was spelled both ways. In the 16th century, their spellings diverged. Okay, I learned something interesting today. During the wake, and I may have been using discrete incorrectly for most of my life. During the wake, fueled by a seemingly endless supply of spirits, these venerable gentlemen embarked on a journey down memory lane, recounting as much of the good old days as they could dredge up. While such reminiscences might typically be dismissed as the fanciful ramblings of age, the volume and specificity of their accounts lend a certain credence to their words. I love this person's word choice. Now me, I am not a presumptive man. I don't presume these stories to be true. I don't presume your house is host to secrets of this magnitude, yet... ... I find myself irresistibly drawn to the idea of sharing these tales, true or not. They seem, after all, stories worthy of being heard. I wonder if my current abundance of idle time fuels this urge. Perhaps I have too much time on my hands. Perhaps if one were to engage me in some worthwhile and profitable enterprise, my eagerness to pass the time by telling stories would be curbed. I eagerly await a response from your lordship, Mr. Worth Loud. Blackmail! We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter, and we're not proud to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on your mailbox looking for a handout. Particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. Okay. So my understanding of this is that Mr. Worth Lauda, blackmails Herbert Sinclair, or attempts to blackmail Herbert Sinclair, for money to keep his mouth shut. This writer, I'm still piecing this one together. We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter. We're not proud to join the endless procession of those who've knocked on your mailbox looking for a handout, particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication. So they're using this first letter as blackmail? I'm a little bit confused about what their aims are. Are they saying, give us money or else we'll send this letter to someone? We'll use the letter itself as blackmail? The only other question I have is there any other red ink in any of the other letters? I don't think so. So let's take a second and go through the letters here. Because, and just clarify for ourselves who they're from and what they're from. So Mr. Worth hears stories about the thing from his father, well, from his father's friends. And somebody blackmails the Baron. Letter 2 Caleb Manning writes to Marion, be prepared for our plans to be set in motions. The guards are sympathetic to our cause. Number 4. My father to Herbert about unhappy with how Herbert has handled the public nature of Marion's disappearance. We understand that my father did not understand the fullness of the situation. And I think Herbert and Marion were sort of playing the long game, whereas Daniel wished Herbert to immediately denounce what the royal court was doing. Number 5, this is my mother to Herbert. In a few hours, we're departing. We'll be taking the old mountainous tunnels north. We'll go by trolley till the rails give out. Reach the southern border. I may never know if I've made the right decisions, but I've made the ones I felt my father might have nodded in approval at. I love that line so much. Leaving a message for Simon here in the safe house. Explain to him the intersection between foolishness and doctrine. This is still my favorite letter of all of them. Oh my God. The thin wire we stood upon above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. Holding hands and throwing stones. 6. Herbert to Mary. Your concern is for Simon. He sets her, he reassures her everything should work out. You'll be reunited with Simon before his 10th birthday. That did not work. Yeah. And then the last letter, sorry, this is 7. From Courtney, which I think is a cousin of Mary, yeah. This is probably the most recent letter. Yeah, it's the most recent letter. We got this one from the shelter. That's what makes sense. It's the current date. Those actions 4 years ago. That's actually kind of cool that it uses the current date for the most recent letter. I never pieced that together. I read this letter 40 episodes ago, so let me remind myself, maybe more. I now have reason to believe that you are in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the Red Border to the southern seafront. Blackwater insurgents were in some fact responsible for the heist. I believe this scenario plausible. She's desperate for answers. She seems very earnest. She's just desperate for answers. 8. This is X. This is the blackmailing one. One final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. This is the one that includes the... So there is one other thing missing, which we have not talked about, which is... There's the letter in room 46, which is made of... The secret room is not as secure as you thought. We have your letters, 8 letters, 8 payments, 100 gold, instructions to follow. Such a low payment. I believe this to be the letter that is instructions to follow, I think. Put your apprehensions aside. You are already so generous and accommodating. We're going to fulfill our end of the bargain. Why are we writing to you on principles? There were some misunderstandings. We got too excited with the colorful language of blackmail. Our goal was never to terrorize you. Your nephew was never in any danger. Payment has been received, so Herbert did pay them off. We're sympathetic to your political cause, basically, which is hilarious to me. We want it on record. We do not consider ourselves superior to you or your family. We are entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause. We feel guilty as sin. Only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. You'll never hear from us again. Anonymous X. Okay. Those are the letters. Well, we solved this. This is a big win. Holy shit, this is a big win. Oh my god, this run has had it all. So this is the rotating room puzzle. I should mark that off of my list. There it is. Okay. So we have 46. We were going to go outside. That's what we were going to do. Jesus Christ, this was forever ago. We have the treasure trove, which I'm very excited to draft at some point. Huh. We have the treasure trove. Okay, let's go outside. What a good run. We still have a chance of drafting Furnace this run. Oh, boy. We need to hit this like 5 times, I think. 4 times? So hypothetically, letter 3 is the one we are missing. Hypothetically, that would be in rank 10. Inside room 46 is my guess. My guess is, as I've said before, that that's the 8 pincushion thing, which I think I will solve by solving all of the realm sigils in the inner sanctum. Yo. I've done it 3 times. That is a lot of fucking dirt. What the hell? 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Is it 3 per? Oh, I can't. God damn it. I can't get coins from this. God damn it. I can get other stuff, though. And I'd love a key. 1 key here could be really good. There we go. Imagine if we could get an experiment that was like, each time you dig up trash, spread dirt on the driveway. Turnip is good. We don't need the footsteps, but I'm sure there's some broken experiments in this game. I'm sure. Okay. I can't toss a coin in. From here, we need to get to Lost and Found. We could go back down if we wanted to. We want to try the name Worth Laud. I highly doubt it. In the grotto. To get into Lost and Found, I would need to go... I mean, I can do it this way. It's not amazing, but I can do it. Oh, we haven't been to the 8th rank yet, so we don't get footsteps. That sucks. Okay. There's a banana here. Maybe that's where that piece of fruit was. This is Great Hall. We don't need the footsteps. If we did, we could use it here. Or we don't need the... we don't need to unlock stuff. Because we are both frozen and... we need to save our keys for other things. So... Sorry, this is the most complicated way of getting there. There's a gym. Oh, because aquarium counts as a goddamn green room. I always forget it counts as other rooms. Like, why is there a gym here? I can't grab the gym. Why did I grab the gym? God damn it. Every single time. Okay, lost and found. This is going to get interesting. What are we going to lose here? Lost shovel. God damn it. That's all right. This is the thing that I was thinking of earlier. I'm like, what is this? 2112. What are these? What are these? 3322. Investor needed. Investor. Okay. Well, we have an opportunity to potentially draft 2 classrooms here. It would be a goddamn miracle if we pulled it off. I don't think it's worth... We'll use 1 star. I'm below. Oh my god, we got it! No, I'm frozen. I can't use it. No. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about it. I swear to you, I didn't even think about it. Oh, that's so dumb. And that's the run. That's the run. Damn it. Is there anything we could get here? We already have trophy room. Wine cellar's a dead end. Is there anything we could get here that would go right and still give us a chance? 1 more draft. Throne room. I still need gems though. And I can't do that unless so we have to draft furnace, which is not going to work. This is so broken. It's so the levels to which this is broken, I have not really even parsed until right now. This run was fucked the minute I used freezer. But if we draft furnace here, it would be amazing. Mailroom's great. Mailroom's great. We'll call it a run on mailroom. We get a new letter for tomorrow. That's amazing. Or sorry, a new package for tomorrow. What a run! So we need to make it back to... There's an item in here. A single coin, which I cannot grab. We need to make it back to a break room somewhere. We lost the salt shaker. What a run. Can't even use watering can. Yeah, so we found... We tried on Schoolhouse. It just didn't work out. We did successfully get the 7th safe and 7th letter read, which is exciting. 7th safe opened. Got some dirt on the driveway, which was nice. What else? That's basically it. So we'll have to continue in the next round, which we will start with a couple extra gems and a couple extra coins. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We also got Conservatory. That's the other big win of today. We'll keep cranking on. There's many puzzles, and I can't know when the breakthroughs will come, but I promise the breakthroughs will come. We'll just keep re-examining our assumptions and re-looking at stuff and figuring it out as we go. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in another video very soon. Until then, bye.